Okay. Now, so today, so now you can see UTL file packages. Okay, no? Right. So UTL file packages, it's similar to if you have a good idea on C, if you're learning C or C++ Java, there is a one concept is there like file handling concepts are there. Anybody knows? Uh, in C or Java, you have what now? File handling concept is there. Listen. Okay. So there, generally what it was happened, the file handling concept, what we are learning in the Java or whatever, how to store data into files, how I need to write the data into file, and how I need to read the data from file. So that there you are using in Java and C, you are using file handling methods like IO streams. Anybody listen? Input and output streams, write methods, read methods, yes or no? So these are the some methods we are using to writing and reading the data from a file and to a file. Okay. But generally, those concepts are nowadays in the teaching level, I think no faculty will teach you. Okay. So actually in Java, file handling is also one of the topic, but no one can teach you now. Why, sir? Why they can't teach the file handling concepts means they simply say file handling concepts are outdated concepts. Like nowadays, everything, okay, one front end application through whatever the data are you sending, the data almost in any technology of project, everyone they are using what now? Databases. Data storing purpose, data reading purpose, okay, na? Data processing purpose, anything everyone using what now? Database. Because of reason, database is the type of flexible compatibility nature is there. Okay, and it was very easy to input my data into database. It's very easy to read the data from database. Generally, if you go to file handling concept, if you want to write some data into file, then we are writing some code. The 10-15 lines codes we are going to be developed. Okay, and that also very difficult to the programmer for every time that much code I need to prepare. Okay, na? Same as reading purpose, we need to prepare some code, 15 to 20 lines of code you need to write. So now what the people will do for just writing and reading purpose, this much code we need to write in your Java, C, C++, .NET also. So why should I want to use this much? Instead of that, if I'm using instead of file, if I'm using database, data insertion purpose, what we are using? Insert query. Very simple now. One line statement through you can insert your data. So one line statement is better for users or 100-line statements are better? One line is better. So insert query through I can insert happily. Now, if I want to read the data, then I'm using which command? Select. For if I'm going to using file handling, write inserting purpose, some block of code. Reading purpose, some block of code. Okay, na? So this is highly difficult and complex. So that is the reason nowadays what happened, your every project you can see your Java projects, .NET projects, Python projects, every projects are going to be integrated with the databases. Because of reason, if I'm using databases to storing and reading, it was very, very easy for programmer. I don't want to write big programs here. I'm just using what now? Insert queries I'm using, SQL queries I'm using, and SQL queries are only single line statement queries. Okay. But now, why I'm showing in this Oracle means you should know. As of now, we know how data storing into database by using SQL query. Insert into table name, sending and passing some values. How we are reading data from database, we know. Select a star from so-and-so table. So these are we know. But the same scenario in the old days, when there is a no database management systems, how the people will storing the data means they're going to be writing some application program. That application program is nothing but C programs initially. And a C program, that means C language, by using C language program, they're writing some bulk of code to data storage purpose. They're writing some bulk of code to data reading purpose. Okay, now? Right. So now the same scenario, if I want to store the data into file in PL by using PLSQL language, one of the concept is called as what now? UTL file packages. UTL file packages advantage is what now? This packages was telling us how to data store into files, how to data read from the files. Okay. This mechanism in your so many technologies, it is a outdated, but let me try how it was work. Okay. Right. So now that is a mean by your UTL file package we can use for writing the data purpose and reading the data purpose. But whenever you need to read and write, how I need to write some program. How we can write program means there are few UTL file package members are there. Okay, members means some methods, some procedures I'm using here. With the help of these members, I can prepare my program. Okay, what kind of members? Observe, don't write. It's a small topic. I will send it to you directly into your Google Class. Okay, now, right? Just observe. File type. This is one of the data type it is. This data type I'm using to declare what now? One variable declaration. The variable is nothing but file variables purpose. I'm using this data type. And we all of you know whenever you want to declare a variable, compulsory we require a data type. So that is a file type is a data type. So now what is the syntax? You have to create one file variable. And that variable name you can give X, Y, Z, ABC, whatever, etc. And this variable, generally previously, normal variable purpose, which type of data types we are using? Integer, number, varchar2, date, this kind of data types are we used for columns purpose, for variables purpose. But here this variable is not a general variable, it is a file variable. So file variable, I can't declare with the general data types. So that's why it is having its own data type. The data type is called as what now? File underscore type. But file underscore type is a member of which class? UTL underscore file class or file package. So in the package, this file underscore type is a one of the member. So that's why that reference name dot my type name. And of course, in Java also, some methods are having into some class. If the class library is available in your Java application, then only that class methods or functions can be used. Yes or no? Same as here also. So this is declaration of file variable, how to declare with a file type, data type. Okay. Next, after file variable is declared, what is my second one? File should be open. Suppose I'm writing some data into text file. Okay. So how I can write? First, I want to open my file. First, I want to open my file. Then I'm going to writing data. How I can open? By using of fopen method. This is a method or function used to open your file. What is the syntax? File variable name. This is already I created here. Yes or no? File variable name is equals to UTL file. This is called a package name dot in the package. One of the method or function is called as a fopen. Fopen method is having some arguments. What type of arguments? First argument is directory name should be given. What is directory name means? Your path location. That means in your computer, in which file you need to insert data. You need to write data. And that file, where it is in my computer. That file is available on desktop, otherwise available in C driver, D driver, E driver, F driver. Where is your file in the computer? That path is there. Now, suppose my file is having some D drive. Then what is the path? D:/. That is a path. Suppose are you storing your file into one particular variable, the variable, particular folder, the folder is called as what now? Sample. Then how we can call the path? D:/sample/ your file name. Yes or no? So the file location is called as a directory name. Later, file name, definitely. We are giving some name of the file. Okay, whether file number one, sample file or something. We are giving some name. That name you have to mention. And later we have a mode types. Mode types means what? Are you writing the data into file? Are you reading? Are you editing? Editing means append, adding purpose. If any extra thing you can add, you can add. So these kind of write, read, append. Okay. Write, I'm using writing purpose. That's called a data storing purpose. Read is nothing but my file data I want to retrieval purpose. Append means what now? Existing data I want to keep as it is. Some new data adding purpose. So which one or which reasons we are preparing our program, that mode you need to mention. In which place? Mode place. So this is what now file open method having three arguments. First of all, your file path location, where it is in your computer. Second one is what now? File type. Okay, what is your file type? Oh, sorry, what is your file name? That name you have to mention. Then mode type. Which operation are you performing? So write operation, read operation, append operation. Okay, na? That you have to give. The next member is called a put underscore line. Put underscore line we called as it is a procedure used to write data into file. So whenever we need to write some data into file, okay, then we are using what? Put underscore line. Like in C language, we are using what is that? Printf, scanf. Okay, na? So how we are using printf and scanf to data printing, data reading, and data writing purpose, same as put underscore line. This is what purpose? Write purpose. Put means give something. And get means what? Take something. Understand na? Put means give something. That's called a write something. Get means read something that will get something. Okay, now there are two methods. Sorry, two procedures. Put underscore line is a procedure used to write data into file. How it is? UTL file package. This is a package. In this package, one of the member put underscore line. Put underscore line procedure is having two arguments. One is file variable name, and next you need to type some data. Type means whatever the data you want to store into your text file or a file, the data you can type here. Like a hello programs, how you are typing, same as here. I need to type some text. Okay, right. Next one is what now? Get underscore line. Get underscore line, what it was tell, it is a procedure used to read the data from file. Okay, how I can read? UTL underscore file dot get line. So file variable name, comma, string variable. So why I'm creating string variable means whatever we are getting data from a file, that data read from file and store into one variable memory first. And that variable I want to print on my screen. Okay, now? Right. So that is what a get underscore line. And the last method, after data reading, writing successfully done, what should we do? File will be closed. So first file open, write some data, read some data, file close. And F close we called. So UTL file package dot F close. And which one? What is my file variable I declare now? That name you can give it. These are total 5 steps you remember. Right down below. Text adding, UTL file package. Okay, right. So these are the 5 members of your UTL package. Okay, now, so now see, before you want to prepare this all the things, first of all, we need to take the permission of or permission from your administrator. So actually, these programs and that's called as data writing reading, we can't directly do as a developer. So whenever you want to do this kind of operations on database, sorry, on files from your database application, then we need to take permission of what now? System or manager. So here system will give it the grant permission, grant create any directory to your user. So this is Scott at the time, but now our user is what now? MyDB 4PM. So first admin want to give permissions to MyDB 4PM. After getting, then MyDB 4PM will be login. After login, he will created what now? Directory. So here what I said, a directory is nothing but what now? Your path location. That means where is your file? The path location we need to represent. So here my path is what now? E:/Sudhakar. So E:/Sudhakar folder, I am storing my file. Understand now? So that is what path should be created first of all. After creating by directory by user with the help of your admin permission, again what we want to take from admin? I want to take from admin read and write permissions I want to take. The read and write permissions purpose we are using what now? Grant read permission, write permission on which directory here? My directory name is what? XYZ. On directory name is XYZ to MyDB 4PM. Then after you need to start your program. Okay, now this is some method, some permissions you can ask to your admin, and admin will give these all permissions. You never do this all the things. It will be done by admins only. Okay, now? So now come back here. Open your SQL Plus. And before SQL Plus, I want to go for my computer, and I have only one drive, D drive. In this D drive, I'm preparing one folder. Okay, the folder name I want to take here, Sudhakar. And I kept this folder and just open this folder. This folder is nothing was there. And you just take the path here. So this is your path, D:/Sudhakar. And this path I just copy now. I just copy and keep it this file. Okay, come to your database. So first we need to connect with our admin system, Tiger. And what should we take here? Permission. Grant create any directory. Okay. To which user? MyDB 4PM user. So what is missing? So directory to MyDB 4PM. So this permission is taken. After taking this permission, now I want to create my directory. Who will create your directory here? User. So permissions are taken by system. Now Scott is a user. He will create a directory as a directory name as a E:/Sudhakar. So that means every time whenever I need to use E:/, instead of this E:/, some big path name, I am using what now? XYZ. So that means here XYZ is nothing but your path address. Understand now? Where is your file is there? That path location. That is called XYZ. Okay now? So now that I need to create now. Who will create this path now? User. Who is the user? MyDB 4PM. Okay. After MyDB 4PM, who will create here? Create. What is this? Directory. What is my directory name? Some ABC as my location path. Okay, na? Right. So now I'm going to create, but this name already existing. So that's why what I want to do, PQR I'm taking. Otherwise, simply I can take path na. Okay. So I'm directing P and execute now. So what is my directory name? P. So P is nothing but d:/Sudhakar. Okay, fine. After this step is over, then what next I have to take again from the system? Which permissions I need to take here? Read and write permission. On which directory? P. My directory name is P. P to whom? So now my DB 4 p.m. So now you can come out and see. Again, you have to connect with your admin, system, and password. They will give permission grant write comma read on what is that directory what P to mydb 4 p.m. user. Grant is succeeded. After that, now mydb 4 p.m. user is connected. MyDB 4 p.m. user is connected. After connected, now I'm going to writing one small program. What is my program? You can observe. Program to write data into text file. Okay. For that purpose, I'm going to declaring here, and here F is nothing but file variable. What is my first step? First member, file underscore type. File underscore type is a data type that I'm using whenever I declared my variable. So my file variable syntax is what now? File variable name. So file variable name is what? FV UTL underscore file. It is a package dot file type. It is a data type. This is your first member I'm using. Understand now? After begin. What the next one? Open file. Open file syntax what? File variable name is equals to UTL file underscore file dot F open. How many arguments? 3 arguments. First one, directory name. Second one, file name. Third one, mode. So now given now you can see my file variable name is equals to UTL underscore file dot F open. What is my directory name? P. I want to give P. I want to create my file name. What I'm creating? File1.txt. TXT is called as what? Extension of file. And what is my file name I'm giving? File1. And what mode? Write mode. Okay, that's after that. Next, what is now how to write? Put underscore line. So that means UTL underscore file dot put underscore line of file variable name. What is my file variable name? FE. FE is nothing but what now? P file1. Yes or no? And what name I'm writing here? Typing. What I'm typing? Hello. This hello I'm storing under FE. FE is nothing but which file? File1. Understand na? And finally, what we want to do? File close. So UTL file dot F close is equals to FE end and execute the program. Understand na? So now this is writing program to have to use. Okay. It's a writing program. We need to take this. And now here don't give any space, add the space. Now, so carefully observe. Now I'm just go to take here. Already I connected with MyDB 4 p.m. And this program we are going to be writing to execute now. What it will say? PLSQL procedure successfully completed. So now, sorry, XYZ I was given. So previous XYZ it will go. But XYZ, what is the path I was given? Here I want to check what is our path. Our path P file1 W. Okay, everything is so clear now. So now I want to execute now. PLSQL procedure completed and go to your what we called D drive, my computers. So D drive, which folder? Sudhakar folder, open. And now see your file is created. Yes. What is the name? File1 and open this Which statement I written? Hello. This is how data inserted into file. But this much process I just follow. But if it is a instead of this file, if I'm using database here, then this much program need a what we need to write inside query. So which is better? That's where file handlings are outdated concept, right? F close after take. And here your names you can take. MyDB 4 p.m. you can take. Scott place MyDB 4 p.m. Otherwise, as is right, no problem. Okay, right. So this is how to write. And finally, in your file, hello statement, we taken out as your storage location. So the name also created with the name of file one. Okay, now, right. So I keep it. And now check it out. Now this file one is having under Sudhakar folder in which drive? D drive. Okay. And from this file, in the file, whatever it was there that I need to read now. So reading statement, how to write here, observe. Now, so come out and see the program to read data from a text file. Okay, careful observe. Same as usual, you need to declare file variable with your file underscore type data type. And here this is called a general variable. Why, sir, I'm creating general variable means, can you see in the get method? In the get method syntax, observe what it was. UTL underscore file dot get underscore, what? File variable, comma, string variable. The string variable is nothing but what? Yes. This is one, this is file variable. This is string variable. Understand now? This string variable, why I'm taking whatever we are retrieving data from a file, that data storing under in this string. And this string I am print on the screen. Okay, and now you can say two variables declare. Begin. File variable, first what I want to do, open. Open method, what it was happen? Directory name, your file name, because which file data are you retrieving? That file name plus mode type read. Okay, that is we are passing XYRP file1.txt read. But here, can you see what I'm using here loop statement? I'm using here loop statement, simple loop. Why I'm using simple loop here? The reason is what now? In your file, what is the statement we have here? What is the statement? Hello. And this data, it's not like that at a time it will be read. Not possible. How it was reading? One by one character by character reading. So that's why character by character, if I want to read means compulsory I need to use a loop now. Yes, that's why I'm using simple loop. So loop, what is that? Under loop, what I'm writing? UTL underscore file dot which method? Get method. What is your file variable? FV. What is the variable? Says string variable. Yes. And now we can see from this location, FV is nothing but what? FV is nothing but what now? FV is nothing but Sudha D colon slash Sudhakar folder. In the folder file one dot text I am reading. So that means this is the location. FE is nothing but what? Your location. It will go to path. It will go to your file. And now reading. How it was reading? One by one. So first character is read. First character reading and storing into where? S variable. Okay, na? And that S variable, next what I'm doing here, printing on the screen. Now S is equals to how much? H. After printing, again it will go to what? Location, your file location. What next? E. E will be retrieving or reading and storing under S, and S is printed. So that means HE. Next one is what now? L. Next one is what now? L. Next one is what now? O. After HELLO printed, again the loop will go to your file. But after O, you have any character? No. That's what happened. Loop will be jump into exception block. Exception block, what I'm saying here? No data found. No data found when it was written true. When the data is not found. Now no data found. Are you finding any data here? No. That means this exception rise. Exception rise or not? What exception rise? No data found exception rise. When this exception rise, immediately have to close my application. So data is over, completed, then exception rise. Exception rise means what I want to do, file can be closed. Okay, now? Right down below. So now this is what I'm going to take for reading level. Okay, but in this also don't give a space here. Okay. And now file will be closed, make it end and execute. And now you can come out and see. Okay. P. Okay, now? Now you can come out and see. Okay, let you come. But before come to your see your output, what we need to set? Server output is on. Then after I can go. Okay, now? And now I'm executing. What it was come? Hello. So hello, are you reading from which file? File1.txt file. That is where it is. D:/Sudhakar fold. Right, Umbrel. Okay, now? Right. So this is minimum idea how in old days the people are going to be using these files to storing purpose. Okay, now? Right. And guys, today I'm stopping here. Have some little bit work. Okay. Tomorrow is not last day. Okay. Monday is the last day. Okay, now? Mm. No problem now? No. So Monday, last completed your complete syllabus. Okay, now? Right. Okay. Right, guys. Thank you.